Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little different from what I normally do. So today is going to be a book haul, as you can see from the title. I really love to read, and I've kind of wanted to start implementing different stuff on my channel other than just makeup, to kind of show you guys like a little bit more about who I am, things I enjoy, and kind of just like so you get to know a little bit more about me, I guess. So one of the things about me is I do love to read, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you can see in other like hauls, like I sometimes talk about books, or I talk about books and favorites and stuff like that, but I haven't ever done like a book haul. And I did a bookshelf tour a while ago, but I wanted to do a book haul since I did go purchase some books recently. So I wanted to just talk about the books that I got, why I got them, the whole spiel. So let's go. So the first book that I purchased was 5 Feet Apart, and I purchased this after I went and saw the movie in theaters. Now I know most people are probably going to be like, no, you're supposed to read the book before the movie. But the book actually came out after the movie. It's based off of the screenplay, so I felt like this was okay for me, you know. Also, I really loved the movie so much that I really wanted to read the book. I actually already read it. It was a very short read. It was, I think it's only like 200 something pages. Yeah, it's like 270 something pages. And it was just so good. Like, I could not put this down. I finished it in a day. Like, it was so good. Also, talk about this cover. I love the cover of it. It's so pretty. And if you've seen the movie, it's the painting that her sister did that was in her hospital. Oh, I love it so much. But it was such a good read. I would totally recommend it. I know it's not supposed to be like a review on books, and I'm not going to make it one, but it's good. Yeah, so I already finished it, and if you've seen the movie, you know that this was a total tearjerker, so I cried like the entire book. But it was so good that I'm okay with that. It was definitely a cheesy love story, which isn't it's not my like favorite anymore. It used to be, but this one actually kind of got me back into cheesy love stories, and you'll see that in a minute. I didn't even tell you the author, but the author is Rachel Lippincott, Nikki Daughtry, and Tobias Laconis. Just look it up. So the next book that I got was actually something I wasn't prepared for. I don't know why, but I didn't know that Cassandra Clare was coming out with a new book or a new book series, but she's actually doing it with Wesley Chu, which I think she's done books with him in the past. Don't quote me on that, but I think. But this is the Squirrels of Magic, and this is the first book. It says in the Eldest Curses series. That's what it's called. It says the Eldest Curses Book 1. So there's going to be more of these, and I honestly didn't even know that she was coming out with this. So if you know me, you would know that Cassandra Clare is like my favorite author. Her series, The Mortal Instruments, is what really got me into her style of writing and that type of world. And then along with it are The Infernal Devices and The Dark Artifices. Do you say artifices or artifices? Let's ask Google.
Artifice.
Artifice. Artifices. Artifices.
Artifice.
Artifice. The Dark Artifices. Okay, fine. But anyway, the point is that I love Cassandra Clare and her style of writing. So when I saw this at Half Price Books, I definitely had to pick it up. I didn't even read the cover. I was just like, I have to get it because I know that I love her writing, and I am super pumped for this next series because I just finished the Dark Artifices series, and it broke my heart. It honestly broke my heart. So the next book that I got is kind of like an impulse buy. I was walking through and I saw this book and the cover caught my eye. And I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I do it all the time. If the cover is pretty, I'm like, I need to read that. It's called The Infinite Moment of Us, and this is by Lauren Miracle, but Miracle is spelled M-Y-R-A-C-L-E. I started reading like the back of this, and it really caught my eye. It's definitely more of like a teen romance kind of situation, which I know I said wasn't my favorite, but I've been getting back into it. And so I decided to pick it up. Also, on the bottom of the cover, one of my favorite authors, David Levithan, who's the author of the book One Day. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's like a book about where a guy wakes up in a different body every single day. Anyway, that's a different book, but he quoted on here that it's one of the best, truest teen love stories that he's ever read in a while. So I was like, okay, then I have to check it out. So this is what the cover looks like. Of course, it caught my eye, and it has that like soft touch feel, which I love. And I don't know, I'm really excited to read this one because I'm really into these love stories lately. I've been like soaking them up. So, and then this one, I personally didn't pick it up, but Chris actually bought it for me because he's such a sweetheart. So I read the first one of this and then I finished it, and I didn't realize that it was supposed to be a series, so I was complaining about it, and then he like showed up to my house with this book and I like cried about it. So he's just the best. So this is Girl Online on Tour by Zoe Sugg. She's here on YouTube. I'm sure you've heard of her. Her name's Zoella is her username, and she's like a British YouTuber. She's like a vlogger. She does fashion, makeup, like all the things. And I read her first book, which is Girl Online, and I finished it and I was like, no, that can't be everything. And then I realized that there were 2 other books, so Chris brought this one over to me. I loved the first story, and at first I didn't really like it, but then I stuck with it and I was like, this is so cheesy, and then I completely fell in love. So, and I'm really excited to read it. I really enjoyed her style of writing in the first book, and even though it was really cheesy, I quite enjoyed it. So, I'm ready. I don't know why I turned into like Australian or whatever that accent was. So the next book I picked up, I haven't really done any research on it. I have this weird thing where I see a book in like perfect condition and it's really nice and it has that like soft touch feel and it's paperback and it's not too expensive. I like go ahead and buy it because I don't know, I have a weird need to purchase books that are in beautiful condition from secondhand shops. I don't know what it is, but I have it. I have heard a little bit about this series from my friend here on YouTube, Leah Rose Books. I know I've talked about her before, but she's literally my best friend and I love her so much and I love her videos. So y'all go check her out. I will leave her in the description linked as well. But she recommended this other person's series to me, and I haven't read it yet, but it's on my list. This is The Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and this is a series. I only purchased the first one because it was like $5 and I didn't need to purchase the whole series, you know, at one time. Like, I gotta do it over time, you know. It says on the front that fans of Game of Thrones and Hunger Games will love it. So, I've never seen Game of Thrones, so don't come at me, but I've seen Hunger Games and I've read it. So, I did read the back of this before I purchased it, and it sounded like a really good book, and I don't know. I guess we'll see where it takes me. I think Leah told me to read the other series first, her Court of Thorns and Roses or something. I'll have to like text Leah to make sure that's what she said. But anyway, regardless, I did get this. And then the last book that I did purchase is from Nicholas Sparks. I actually love Nicholas Sparks books. In fact, I just finished reading Dear John, and oh my gosh, I cried. It broke my heart, but like in the best way. I've loved his books for a while now. I love cheesy romances. He was like the first cheesy romance person that I got into, and then I kind of went off that train for a while. I was like, I'm tired of these books. These are annoying. Like, romance, love, ew. And now I'm kind of back on the train. So anyway, I did find this one. This is one of his newer ones, I'm pretty sure. This is Nicholas Sparks' novel, See Me, and I've never read this one before, but Half Price Books did have it on clearance for $2, and so I was like, that's a no-brainer, might as well, because I love him and I love what he writes, and $2, you can't beat it, because hardbacks are like expensive, people, so I had to purchase it. Don't really know much about this one either. I mean, honestly, I didn't even read like the little short note about it, but the synopsis, as some people would call it, but I just call it the short little thing. But again, I mean, it's Nicholas Sparks. I love all his books and gotta keep the collection growing, I suppose. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say in this about these books. Like, what do I say? Other than that I bought them. But you can clearly see that because I'm sitting at home with them. Why am I so awkward? I have a lot of books and I haven't read them all, but they're all on my list and I will get to them one day. Maybe I need to stop buying books and start reading books instead. I do read my books. I love my books. They're all treasured. Now we're just going off on a rant. I don't know what's happening. Alright guys, so that is everything for today's book haul. I hope you guys did enjoy. I know, like, I'm kind of getting into this. I don't like do book hauls very often, so I don't know exactly how much I should say about each book or like what, you know, because like this isn't my expertise. If you have any pointers, any tips, let me know down below. Let me know if you even like these kind of videos, if I should keep doing these. But then that would encourage me to go buy more books. So maybe I shouldn't do another one for a while, but I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure to give it a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you did enjoy my video. If you don't like it, that's okay. I'm not for everyone, that's fine. But I do hope that you are having a blessed day or night wherever you are, and I guess I will catch you guys in my next video.